So we're going to go through some shape stuff. Perimeter and area, really. That would have been a better subtitle. So here we have a triangle, and I'm saying, what is we need an expression for the perimeter of a triangle. So just as a quick reminder, if you had a triangle and it had lengths of 4, 5, and 7, the perimeter would be 4 plus 5 plus 7, which would be 16. The way you find a perimeter is you add up all the sides of the triangle. The thing is, instead of numbers here, we have expressions. So we have things with variables in them. So we want an expression for the perimeter. And what that's going to be is just that. The perimeter is going to be the length of this side plus the length of this side plus the length of this side. And usually what we do is we need to simplify that expression. You never leave things in that way. There's a plus in front of that bracket. In fact, there's a plus in front of all the brackets. So we just do that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move things around. So we're going to get 9x plus 4x minus 3x, because it moves the thing in front of it, plus 1 minus 7 plus 11. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 minus 3 is 10x. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. Negative 6 plus 11 is plus 5. So an expression for the perimeter of this triangle is 10x plus 5. Now what you could also do with that is you might say, what is the perimeter? So let's say we'll do kind of a follow-up question on that. So we know that the perimeter is 10x plus 5. And so one question you might get is, what is the perimeter if x equals 3? So if x equals 3, then the perimeter is going to be 10 times 3 plus 5, which would be 30 plus 5, which would be 35. Interestingly, that actually wouldn't be possible with this example. So I'm going to leave that as an exercise to figure out why. Okay, so here, find an expression for the area, find an expression for the perimeter. Now the area of a rectangle is the length times the width. It's one side times the other side. So the formula here is going to be, so area equals length times width. It's going to be 8 times 2x minus 7. And then what we do is we multiply it in, and we get 16x minus 56. Exciting. An expression of the perimeter, we have to add up all four sides. The thing is, what we don't know is we don't know the length of the other two sides. Except we do, of course, because if this is 8, then this is also 8. And if this is 2x minus 7, then this is also 2x minus 7. And the perimeter is adding up all the sides. So the perimeter is going to be 8 plus 2x minus 7 plus 8 plus 2x minus 7, which is going to be 8 plus 2x minus 7 plus 8 plus 2x minus 7, which is going to be 2x plus 2x plus 8 minus 7 plus 8 minus 7. And I'm running out of room. It's going to be 4x plus 2. So the perimeter is going to be 4x plus 2. And that's the area, like that. Okay. This one over here, I think this one, the perimeter, is the easier one. So it's the same type of idea. If this is 3x, and this is also 3x, if that's 31 minus 4x. This is also 31 minus 4x. So the perimeter is going to be 3x plus 31 minus 4x plus 3x plus 31 minus 4x, which is going to be 3x plus 31. Just get rid of the brackets because there's pluses in front of the bracket, which is going to be 3x minus 4x plus 3x minus 4x, which, plus 31 plus 31, which is going to be minus 2x plus 62. We have a perimeter that's negative 2x. We'll see in a second if that makes sense or not. So now, the area, so that's the perimeter. We found the perimeter. And then the area is length times width, which is going to be 3x times 31 minus 4x, which is going to be 93x minus 12x squared. And so that's our area. Okay, so let's just quickly summarize these things. So what we had is we had that the area was 93x minus 12x squared. The perimeter was minus 2x plus 62. And the rectangle looked like 31 minus 4x and 3x. And so, if x equals, we'll say 5, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So the dimensions mean what's the length and the width. And so what you would have is x is 5, so we're going to have, this side is going to be 3 times 5. This side is going to be 31 minus 4 times 5, which means that this rectangle is 15 by 11. Okay, so now we're saying what is the perimeter of this thing? So if x is 5, so remember the perimeter is minus 2x plus 62. I mean, if x is 5, it's going to be minus 2 times 5 plus 62, which is minus 10 plus 62, which is 52. And does that make sense? 15 plus 11 is 26, and we're going to do it again. 26 times 2 is 52. The perimeter of this rectangle is 52. Let's see, we're going to do it with the area now. So 15 times 11 should be, what is 15 times 11? 165. So if we work this out right, the answer should be 165. So 93 minus 93x minus 12x squared should give us an area of 165. Let's see if it does. So it's going to be 93 times 5 minus 12 times 5 squared, which is going to be equal to 93 times 5 is 465 minus 12 times 25 minus 300. Oh, we'll do it up there. And 465 minus 300 is 165. So there you go. So those expressions actually are a way of calculating the area in the perimeter.